Yeah. All right, so the first question would be, what is the potential downside of waiting to fix or clean a pool until spring rather than doing it in the middle of winter? That's for Rick English and to address.
That's a pretty broad question. The first thing you should not do is move to Southern California. We've got plenty of people there already to handle our problems. But I inspect pools, that's what I kind of do. And I see you're going to have three potential situations. You're going to come out with a pool that's completely full with brackish water. You're going to have pools that are partially filled and pools that are completely empty. So let's just sort of address the three of them. Of course, the ones that are partially empty, you run the risk of flotation, pools popping out of the ground. They don't have proper hydrostatic protection or blowout plugs or whatever you have. We've seen a lot of that in Southern California, not because we've had storms, but because we have stupid banks that drain pools of foreclosed homes. The second is the issue of the partially filled pool, and then you're going to run into the same problem, but you're going to have the problem that the circulation system, of course, has been out of whack. And so there's going to be all kinds of potential biological and botanical activity going on in the pool that could damage the surface, damage the plumbing. And the third, of course, is the pool that is completely filled with brackish water, and that is the one where, and we have plenty of other experts that are going to address this, where we're going to have damage to the plaster, where we're going to have damage to the finish, the tile, the coping, all of which the situation is going to get worse if we put it off. And the sooner you address issues like your plumbing, and the sooner you address issues with the equipment, the less likely it is that what's the right word? For example, if you have corrosion breeding in your pump, filter, heater that is just working away every day, the sooner you address that, the more likely it is you can save that piece of equipment as opposed to having to start off with a new piece of equipment. That's kind of a general, very general.
That's fair enough. George, Ed, when you have anything to add to that?
The only thing I would say is you know, if you're along the shorelines, you've had pools inundated with salt water, the faster you go to dilution in that, the better you'll protect whether the surface, whether it's marble dust or vinyl or fiberglass pools. Just get it diluted and get the salinity down as quickly as possible this time of year immediately. And the only thing anecdotally to add is in a lot of these communities now, some of the work we have to do, which may or may not be environmentally sensitive, and not suggesting you do anything illegal, but they're kind of not paying too much attention to that. When it comes to the spring, and everybody's going to deal with the pool right then and there, it's going to become a major issue, and you may have increasing environmental restrictions from both state and local governing bodies.
Okay. All right. Do we want to open that up for discussion, or do we just keep
No,
moving on?
let's continue with the questions, and then we'll
All right.
finish the list, and then we'll open the audience up to